This is just unfair. I mean, seriously, Man City win the treble and then go and sign the best young centre-half on the planet right after. As much as it pains me to say it as a United supporter, Josko Gvardiol's combination of technical skill, physical presence, and ice-cool mentality means he belongs on the big stage. And unlike most other Pep signings, I don't expect him to take particularly long to adapt to his new environment either. While personal terms were agreed on this deal about a month ago, the final fee's only just been ironed out at the time of recording, and you have to give it to City. For all the chatter about spending big, which they very much have by the way, they're not afraid to walk away from a target if the price is too high, and I'm fairly certain RB Leipzig were aware of that during negotiations. Moving swiftly on to Guardiol's career so far, he actually started off as a left back, and is still more than capable of operating from that position, but has seen his reputation skyrocket since moving into the center of defense. The fact that he's left-footed adds to his value, and by all accounts, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He turned down Leeds' advances as an 18-year-old at Dinamo Zagreb just after the former had been promoted to the Premier League under Bielsa, and didn't throw his toys out the pram when a move to Chelsea didn't go through in January either, which is something that can't be said for most of his compatriots. He's fresh off winning the German Cup in back-to-back years, and was part of the Bundesliga's team of the season for 2022-23, which, on top of being the best defender at the World Cup by a country mile, showcases what a wonderful 12 months he's had. While many will remember him for getting twisted up by Lionel Messi in Qatar, that's something which has happened to pretty much any defender that's come up against the little bastard, and shouldn't take away from his otherwise faultless tournament. As for Guardiol's style of play, one thing I've noticed is his knack for scoring important goals. He nabbed one in Croatia's third-place playoff in Qatar against Morocco, while also netting against Man City and Real Madrid in the Champions League earlier this year. More importantly, however, he'll take Man City's attacking game to another level, if that's even bloody possible, with how forward-thinking he is in his approach. If you look at the stats on screen, he doesn't particularly stand out defensively when compared to other centre-backs across Europe's top 5 leagues. But fuck me, whether it be take-ons, passing, progressive carries, or shot creating actions, this guy's second to none. Physically, he is one imposing motherfucker with the full beard and battle-hardened demeanor, and most certainly not the sort of bloke you would want to bump into in a dark alley. The way he glides forward in possession is a sight to behold, and more often than not, he's able to pick out a pass at the end of it, whether it's an eye-of-the-needle defense-splitting through ball, or a chip over the top which sends runners like Erling Haaland in behind. That being said, he's still only 21 and does have areas for improvement. He has a tendency to go in hard, pardon the pun, which looks decisive and proactive when it comes off, but reckless and foolish when it doesn't. Furthermore, he has a tendency to back away when facing a skillful wide man, and given City's defenders are expected to excel in one-on-one situations, he'll have to work on that pretty quickly in order to succeed. Last but not least, he loves getting involved in the thick of things, and while that level of enthusiasm is great, Pep has a very specific system in which every individual needs to understand that they're merely a part of something much bigger than any one person, and that's something Guardiola will need to adapt to sharpish. Overall, there's a reason every top club around the continent was vying for this lad's signature, and that's because this blend of being both traditional in build and contemporary in approach is a rarity for defenders, and I have no doubts whatsoever he'll slot right into City's back four. One last random fact to note is that Guardiola's nickname is Little Pep because of the similarity the two have between their surnames, and the pair of them will be hoping their relationship extends well beyond that in years to come. As always, I hope you found this video useful. Implore you to check out my Man City playlist if you're new to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Peace.